So this is going to be the July 2023 reading for the sign of Aries. So anyone with prominent Aries placements in your birth chart, thank you so much for being here. I do want to cover the moon cycles with you guys, just so I can provide you with an overall general theme for the month of July before we go into the cards. I have been posting the timestamp for the tarot portion of these videos in the description box. So if you are not interested in listening to the astrology portion, just look for that timestamp so that way you can just go into the tarot part. So on July 3rd, we do have a full moon in Capricorn. So the theme for the month of July is going to be based around what really matters to us. So what is really valuable? What do we truly value? Where are we investing our time, our energy, our resources, our money? And are we gaining any results from whatever we are investing in? So Capricorn is a very results-oriented sign. The energy of Capricorn is really serious about the work that they do. And the last thing that they want is to waste, right? There's no wasting time. There's no wasting money. There's no wasting energy. They need to make sure that, you know, what they're putting in, they're getting something out of it. So what is it that you have been focused on recently? And when you step back to think about it, is it something that is really adding to the overall quality of your life? And if it's not, then this full moon in Capricorn on the 3rd is going to allow us the opportunity to change some of those things up. So that way we can start working to build a more solid foundation of whatever it is that we are investing in. So this will be different for everyone. Obviously, we are all on different paths in life. So it could be something of the 3D material realm. Maybe it's work, a business. You're investing money in land or in, you know, the upkeep of your home, or it could be time and energy invested in your family or a relationship or your children, right? Like it can go any which way. So, you know, just think about that. Like, what is really important to you at the end of the day? At the end of the day, when you think about all of the energy that you're putting into something, are you wasting time or are you not, right? So there's also success coming up here. So our definition of success, how do we know when we have been successful? What does success mean to us individually? And other key themes are resiliency, dependability, determination, and of course very work-oriented this month. So then from after that, we go through the full moon phase. And then on July 17th, we have the new moon in Cancer. So here we have the first half of the month where we are really stepping back and, I guess, reassessing what is important to us and where we are investing our energy. And by July 17th, I think that we have a really good idea of what that is. And with the new moon in Cancer, it's going to bring an element of initiating or starting something around something that we feel emotionally fulfilled with or emotionally connected with. Usually this is family or home. What is home? Who is home? Where is home? That is different for everyone as well. Same concept with family, right? Who do you consider your family? And are you investing enough energy and time to these people, to this part of your life? And then, of course, just your overall passion or creativity even, because Cancer is a water sign and there's also creativity that comes forth here, or even spirituality. So are any of these things important to you? And if so, there will be an emphasis on providing or investing time and energy in these things as well. And then on the same day, the nodes of the moon do change. So the nodes of the moon change every year and a half or so. So we've come through a period where the nodes were in the Taurus Scorpio axis. Now we are moving into the Aries Libra axis. So the North Node is where the collective or the masses will be pushed toward for the next year and a half, right? So this is like another type of overall theme or direction that the North Node is pushing us toward. Like we need to go toward the Aries concepts of life and then also leave the Libra concepts of life with the South Node in Libra. The South Node represents what we are doing away with or walking away from. And this could be energetically, not necessarily literally, and it could also be philosophically or just an overall mindset change. So when we think about Aries moving into the energy of Aries with the North Node, this is telling us that we will be embracing individuality for the next year and a half. And we are thinking about the I am concept. Who are we individually? Who are we aside from our partnerships? Whether it's relationships, family dynamics, friendship, social circles, work dynamics, the position that you hold at work, right? Like separating oneself from all of these people or crowds or group dynamics or associations, and really taking a look and taking stock of who we are as an individual without all of the other people around. Because with Libra, it is about partnership and relationship dynamics. And so since the South Node is there, we are doing away with that. And we are obviously with the Aries, and you are an Aries, so you are very familiar with this, moving into more of an independent state of mind. So there will be a need to do something on your own for yourself. So, you know, not really needing or using the support of others and telling others like, you know, it's not personal. It's just whatever this thing is, I need to do it by myself. I need to prove something to myself that I am capable to, you know, get this going or create this thing, right? So there will be something that we will feel the need or calling to do on our own for ourselves. So yeah, so seeing ourselves separate from relationship dynamics, moving toward oneself, away from partnership, embracing individuality, and then the concepts between independence versus dependence. And I am not saying that people will be getting divorced and breaking up all over the world for the next year and a half. I am just saying that there is a inner need to do something on our own for ourselves for the next year and a half coming up. Okay. So that is the astrology that I am going to cover. So we covered the full moon, the new moon, and then the node change. I do weekly videos for the elements. So there I do go into a more detailed or specific transits for the week to week, so that I'm not going to cover all of that in this video because I just think it'll be too much for one video. And I will cover these things as they come up on the weekly readings. All right, so Aries, July 2023, please. What is the personal energy for the sign of Aries for July 2023? Ooh, you have the Ace of Wands, which is essential fire. Page of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So there is definitely a new passionate thing coming through here. It could be a new project, an idea, something that you have realized that you have this deep passion for. Maybe you've been doing a lot of research around this topic lately. Maybe you've been doing a lot of communication, receiving and exchanging ideas from others around a specific thing. You've been reading about it, Googling it, you know, maybe looking at some DIY videos around this. It feels like you are completely immersed in it. This thing gives you peace, calmness. It takes you away from the busyness of life even. You are looking for alignment. You are looking to be aligned, mind, heart, body, soul. And I don't know if this new passion is regarding yourself and how you can maintain this calm, peaceful space for yourself. But you may be looking at different modalities as it relates to spiritual things that you can really incorporate into your lifestyle to maintain balance in all aspects and all areas of life. So this could be, as examples, doesn't have to be specific things, but this could be like meditation or yoga, or maybe more organic eating, doing some elemental magic outside, you know, on a daily basis, like having a more spiritual ritual routine, you know, every day, something like that, just to keep you grounded, to keep you aligned. I'm feeling very much like, even if you have a lot of things going on around you, you are more than happy to follow through on these things, and to, you know, you understand that there's a level of responsibility, and you are taking care of your stuff, but you're not allowing it to overpower you, to give you anxiety, to stress you out. But there's definitely something, a fire that's been lit up within you. I don't know if I felt this for Aries last time, or there was a fire sign reading that I did that had the same type of energy, where there was just like an intense, not obsessive, but just really passionate energy around a new subject, a new topic, a new hobby. Like you are completely immersing yourself in this thing, and making sure that you know every aspect about it. Like it's something that excites you. I feel like there was a reading like that. I don't know if it was a weekend reading or a weekly reading, but yeah. All right, so what is in the environment for the sign of Aries, please? For the month of July. So in a sense, like July is going, for you personally, July is going to be as calm as you can make it, with the fact that you are completely passionate in this new topic, in this new hobby. So it does have this solo energy, which is not surprising because you are the sign of Aries. So like doing something on your own. Maybe you are sharing it, you know, with people who are also involved in this idea or have the same type of hobby or something. But I just think that there is going to be a lot of time spent on this one thing. A lot of mental energy on this one thing as well. I would just be careful, because there could be a possibility where a lot of things, responsibilities, obligations can be coming through and sort of hitting you all at once. And I know that you are working on maintaining your balance and balancing all of these things out, but I think that's why you're doing it, because there is a lot around you in your environment. And I don't know if all of it has to do with you. Like I do feel this sense of like the topics that are coming up and the things that are coming up around you are other people's responsibilities or other people's obligations. Like they're not yours to deal with. And maybe you are the type of person that people go to for support, moral support, or actual physical support. And so I feel like this was the same type of energy for you, maybe last month or something like that too. Like you are the go-to person. You are the person that people need around, right? Maybe people have become a little dependent on you to be there for them in some way. And so people are just coming at you, like asking for things, and you're just trying to balance it out, like balance being there for yourself as well as trying your best to be there for others, and really examining what is important, which areas of support can you really provide to who at what moment. instead of just being the yes man or the yes woman, and just saying yes to everybody and being there for everybody as they need you. I think you're learning how to control that and be very selective with how you are exuding and spending your energy and what you're investing your time and effort into and who you're deciding to help. So there's a selective quality here that I am feeling as well, because you're very focused and your balance and your calmness and your peace and your alignment is starting to become more and more and more and more of a priority to you. And so you are practicing this now. Like maybe the reading that I did the last time was like you're learning how to do that, or you have become aware that you need to do that because so many people come and ask you for help, and now you're in it, like you are working through it to where you're practicing how to be selective with the energy that you're giving out to who at what moment, if that makes sense. So in your environment, you have the 6 of Swords. In your environment, this could be you or someone else. There is something coming up that is causing a need to get away from a highly anxious mental type of energy. So someone has been overthinking, and if someone has been stressed out or has had anxiety in the environment, there's a need to get out of that and move away from that, and again find this calm, centered place. So this could be you doing it because your environment is asking you, right? Like the environment, the opportunities coming up in the environment is making you need to get away from this anxiety state or stressful state. Or it could be someone else that needs to get out of this mental space, and you are helping them do that. You have the Hanged Man. I'm getting heart chakra. Is it the heart chakra that's green? Oh, I don't know. I feel like there's something about the green color and the heart going together here. So is this like someone has anxiety? I don't know, this is like a health thing where, someone is scared that they have a heart problem, and too much anxiety or stress will mess with their heart issues. But there's like a heavy heart feeling that I'm having here, and someone needs to just calm down for the sake of their heart, I'm hearing. If it's not an actual health issue, then maybe all of this mental anxiety and stress was started to happen because someone was heartbroken or someone was hurt. There's, I don't know, something with the heart here. There's a need, again, to step back and just be calm, collected, cool. Give everything to the universe. Release it. Breathe it out. Maybe you're working on breath work. Maybe if you're not working on breath work, maybe it's a good idea to start breath work, because that is an awesome way for us to release energy intentionally. So that if there is heartbreak, if there is something that's weighing on the heart, or if there is an intense level of anxiety and stress, that is all built up energy. Therefore, breath work can be ideal to release that. But there's a need to say or think to oneself, like, I give, these are all of my issues, these are all of my problems, this is what's stressing me out. And again, this could be you or someone else, and I give it to the universe. Like, please handle it, please deal with it, because I cannot hold it in my body anymore, in my energy field anymore. And maybe there is someone looking for assistance or support in this. The other thing I'm feeling here is there's a need to see a relationship from a different perspective in July. There could have been a relationship dynamic, doesn't have to be romantic, where it was causing stress and anxiety for someone. And the environment for July is asking of someone to change their perspective on some sort of issue in a relationship dynamic, and see things differently, see another person differently. Maybe there was a blockage preventing two people from coming together, or preventing two people from being on the same page, and that blockage is because someone has to see this relationship from a different perspective, so that way they can find the secret, or what needs to change or work in order for these two people to really be aligned together. But you're seeing, someone is seeing a relationship differently. It could be positive or negative. Like, there's no indication here about that. The only negative thing is that whatever this relationship blockage was, it was providing anxiety and stress, and maybe a little heartbreaking, because I was feeling the heart. Something is heavy on the heart regarding a relationship here. But again, by changing the mindset, by stepping back, by calming down, by maybe even grounding, someone is able to see a different perspective. And they need to do that in order for two people to be more aligned and in a more harmonious energy within the relationship. All right, so let's go into the details for the month of July for the sign of Aries. So let's start with the beginning of the month. What is coming through the beginning of July, please? Awesome. So you have the Six of Wands. So there's attention, there's success, there's achievement. So right out of the gate, you will be achieving something that you have. You will see some sort of positive results from something that you've been working on in June. Interesting. So you have the Six of Wands paired with the Seven of Swords for the month of starting July. I need to sit with this for a bit because this is really positive here. And then the Seven of Swords comes out. That is a very mental, strategic energy. There's strategy at play. There is someone watching someone very strongly. There's observation here. Someone is observing someone else. So whoever's in the spotlight and whoever just had this really huge accomplishment and came into some sort of success or abundance at the beginning of the month. So this could be you or someone else. There is someone who is intensely observing this person. I don't know. Okay, so yes, maybe for some of you, there's someone who's intensely observing this person who has all of this who is in the spotlight. But it could also be the person in the spotlight is very observant themselves. What are they observing and why? Let's get more info. It's very interesting here. Eight of Cups and the Star. So yeah, so here is more spotlight energy with the Star card. I don't know if you know how closely someone observes you. I don't know if you know how closely someone watches you. There's also like a wish here, like it's like idolizing. It's a feeling of someone idolizing someone here as well. I'm also getting whatever you are working on, whatever accomplishment you have recently come into is due to the fact that you have intensely researched and observed and strategized in order to accomplish something. So maybe you idolize someone and you observe them and you sort of mimic their moves in order to see the same or similar results. So there is someone that is in your field that maybe is in the same I don't know, career field or hobby or, you know, something like that, and you idolize this person for what they do, their accomplishments in some way. It doesn't have to be work related. And it's sort of like, okay, they were able to do this. They were able to get this thing, right? This is your goal as well. They may not even, you may not even know them. This may be like because you have a certain goal, you follow YouTubers or, you know, influencers who are in the same field and who have achieved that goal. And therefore you follow them and you observe them and you take their feedback and, you know, you watch their videos in some way, and therefore you mimic that and you apply those behaviors or those moves in order to get the results that you just got in the beginning of June, if that makes sense. I mean, the beginning of July. Okay. Yeah, and so it goes back to this energy of like being really passionate about something and really learning it and being sort of immersed in this topic or this subject for some reason, because this is your goal. This is what you want to accomplish. What else coming through for Aries for the month of July, please? The Five of Swords. Okay. There's a little low-level behaviors coming through, especially coming through in the middle of the month. Seven of Swords being so close to the Five of Swords tells me that there is some sabotage happening around someone, and I don't know, this is you with these low-level behaviors. These are like toxic behaviors. These are like how we act out when we don't know or we are not aware of the feeling or energy that's flowing within us and we need to express it somehow. Or this is when we are jealous or we are in really low level type of competition, when we have really low self-esteem, and so we see someone else going through a good thing and we want to destroy it, right? Like this is drama, this is toxicity, this is people who have not healed from you know, certain past experiences. Therefore the behaviors that they have due to that are not the best, right? Like there's hurt feelings, you know, hurt people type of thing. That something is happening really quickly. There's heavy mental strategy around something to change the dynamic of a situation. So toxic behavior, fast energy, quick acting type of energy, like making really impulsive actions, not thinking things through. I know I said that there's strategy here, but there's also a level of impulsivity for some reason. Like maybe there's an opportunity that comes through that you have to take. Like you feel like you have to take it. If you don't make a move at that moment, then it's going to pass you by or something like that. Like there's something around just being too quick to make a move and you're not thinking it through very well. And you feel that if you do it, you're going to change the course or change the outcome of a situation. I'm going to clarify and get more. I just want to see what the rest of the cards have to say here for the rest of the month. Someone is really intent on something specific, like coming from a low-level place, a toxic place. There's some selfishness happening here. It's like, I am going to go toward this thing. I'm gonna, like, someone just reacts. I feel like reaction. They react quickly. Are they reacting to this accomplishment that you just received or that you just went through? Yeah, there's the Tower. Be careful with the people that you have around you. Make sure that the people around you have really good intentions. Make sure that they're not coming from a selfish place. Make sure that they have no power over this thing that you're working on. Because if somebody has a sort of power over it, like some sort of authority or something like that over something that you're really, really investing a lot of time and effort into and you're trying to get results out of it, I'm just worried that because of someone's toxic, immature behavior, that there's a potential that they will mess with the results in some way, maybe unintentionally. Like maybe this person has really no authority over what you're doing, but maybe they're in a separate part of your life, and you know, because of how they're acting causes you to not think things through completely on a separate area that you're really working on, if that makes sense. So I'm going to give an example. So let's just say at work, you're super, super close to getting the results that you need. And you've been working on this project for a good bit. And then your partner, right? This is just an example. Your partner is acting out, right? Like there's some type of selfish energy coming through here. And they are acting out from a low-level toxic place. And there's a need for you to take care of that situation as well, which is going to cause you to miss something on the work project that you're working on. Does that make sense? So there could be an unintentional or unrelated situation that comes up from a low-level, dramatic, toxic nature, and that is going to cause you to mess up on this thing that you're really involved in, that you're really working on in another area of life. Therefore, it's going to cause you to also be reactive, and maybe there's a move that you need to make that you haven't really thought through very well or strategized very well on, but you have no choice because time is now, right? And so you have to, like, it's either like say yes or no or something like that, right? So I would just say be careful with that energy or like the people around you. But at the end of the month, there will be a moment that comes out of nowhere that sort of shakes the foundation of something. You become aware of something. You probably become aware of this person's low-level energy, this person's toxicity. Which again, in the environment, there was a need to see a person from a different perspective. Like you're just seeing them differently. How you saw them at the beginning of the month, by the time the month is over, you see them differently. And it causes, again, heartbreak and loss and this heavy feeling, you know. Maybe that's another reason why you're working so hard to balance your energy and be aligned, so that way you can handle something this month. Something that is hurtful, something that, like, for some of you, you may have been stabbed in the back by someone that you care about this month. There's big awareness regarding someone's behavior and who they are. With the Judgment and the Tower card coming through, it's like you probably would have never seen this coming from this person, this behavior. Like someone acts out, shows you their true colors, or shows their low level energy, and you never saw it coming. And so it definitely surprises you, and it hurts your feelings, and it's like it starts to create this level of stress about this relationship of, like, you know, is this even worth it? Can I continue this? Like, I don't know what to do, you know. Like, things just start to get heavy between you and this person. You are winning and gaining accomplishment in one area of life at the beginning of the month, and at the end of the month you are losing something else. So that is another reason why you need to still maintain that level of balance and working on your energy levels, because something big is going to happen, especially the second half of the month, that you need to handle and really be in a strong state of mind and a strong heart so you can get through this thing. Let's talk about this here, please. All right, so Temperance. This is the universe stepping in. Maybe this needed to happen. Maybe it was about time that you had to see someone in this type of, in their true nature. I want to say for some of them, for some it is their true nature. Like, yes, they have been wearing a mask this whole time and their true nature comes out and you see it. But there's others where it's like, you know, like people, all of us have a high vibration, a high level energy, and all of us have our low. And so it's like the balance between both, right? And ideally, if you are mature and maybe more experienced in life, you can be able to identify your low level energy, your toxicity, and really heal, you know, like the traumas that created that and where those things are coming from. And so by the time you get to a certain part of life, like, you understand and you know your darkness and you know your shadow and you know how toxic you can be, but you are conscious of it and you don't act out in these ways. But for some of you, I do feel that this person is like, they have their high vibe and they have their low vibe, and you just saw their low vibe coming through. And you've never seen their low vibe coming through before, if that makes sense. So again, some of you saw someone's true colors, and their true colors are that they are a toxic person, period. For others, you're dealing with someone who sort of just acted out, and you saw a different side to them that they really don't show as often, and therefore it surprised you, and it sort of made you step back and really assess your person and assess the relationship. And again, it does not have to be romantic. This could be a work partnership or someone that you have been, you know, doing work with, or you've been acquainted with for many, many years. It's not a new person, I don't feel. But the universe has come in for a reason. Like, whatever reason this person acted out, it was like the universe was creating it in order for you to see this part of this person, which equates to you seeing a part of yourself as well. And I think that this is also a time for this person to see how they acted, and it gives them the opportunity to deal with it and really become aware, like more self-aware, right? So that way they can face that part of them, realize, why did I act out this way? What does that say about me? What do I need to change within myself or heal within myself so I cannot, you know, continue to act out this way in the future? So it's more of a destined situation. These two wanted to come out. Yeah, the universe is like something like whoever I'm speaking to, the dynamic between you and this person, there is a sense of like it being karmic from the point that both of you came together in order to see a part of yourself that needs to be fixed for the both of you, not just the person that acted out. There's something about the Aries, if this is how I'm speaking about it, like there's the person that acted out that needs to see something about themselves that they have to fix, but there's also a sense of the other person that is like looking at that and thinking like, why am I attracting that? Why did that happen? What did I do? What does it say about me? Not what did I do, but what does it say about me, you know, that is in relation to this toxic behavior within another, right? Because relationships are mirrors, and that's why we are in them. That's why people come into our lives, whether it's romantic or not. That's why people come into our lives, so we can see a part of ourselves, right, that we need to be aware of. And it just causes more self-awareness overall. Same cards to clarify this toxicity, these toxic behaviors. The same cards came out: Judgment and Tower. It was just necessary. It was just needed. It was time for it to happen. What is this? It was, look at that. You need to be very careful, Aries. Very, very careful of who you're trusting. Like, to have the Seven of Swords come out twice here, there is someone, definitely someone in your environment, whether it is you or someone else who does not have the best of intentions. There is jealousy coming here. There's competition, like I said before as well. Intensely observing someone else. More observing qualities here with the King of Swords. Other people in your environment. I think that this creates anger within you once it happens. You're getting to the truth of it, though. Maybe the impulsive nature, the impulsive thing that happened after someone acted out in toxicity. You were impulsive and you said something, did something to get to the bottom of it, to get to the truth of it. I don't know, like after this thing happens with this person, this immature, toxic person, you just come out, or someone comes out like in a really, really like strong, authoritative, angry, like putting someone in their place, but like aggressively, like using words to really kill a situation, or be done with the situation, be done with the person, or telling someone off, you know, but from a clear mental place, not an emotional place, like putting someone in their place, being honest and truthful. Like, how is this? Like someone has a very, very keen sense of observation. Like when they observe others, and so they can see other people's faults. And so at a moment like this where you can see through a person and why they acted out and did what they did, it's almost like the low blow type of communication where you are just going at them with your words and really pinpointing all of their faults. Therefore it cuts, it hurts, it stabs someone's identity, someone's ego, someone's heart, right? Because you're piercing through their behavior and really sucking out and bringing out why they're behaving the way they're behaving. And usually this has to do with a really low self-worth, low confidence, you know, like weak-minded individual. And yeah, so someone is bringing out these more vulnerable moments, but in a more vulnerable, the more vulnerable character of another person, but in an aggressive, angry way. So what happened here? What is the awareness? What is the Tower moment? What's the situation? One more. Okay. So you have the Ace of Wands for the Judgment and the Tower cards, which is the Ace of Wands here. Because someone acted out, you are now completely passionate about leaving this situation. And here's also the Six of Swords. It's like you've made your decision, you are leaving it. You're doing away with it, you're moving away from it. And there's like a soul calling to do so. You're getting out of the illusion, out of someone's manipulation, like maybe you felt like you were under their spell, you know, because you never saw this part of them before, and the truth comes out and you're getting out of this hazy illusion that they once had you in. Here's the Star again. And maybe you are seeing like all of the things that you once admired about them, and maybe you idolize them, like I was saying at the beginning of the month. It's like you see through that, you know, and you see that there was some fakeness there. But there's also a feeling of healing as well that's coming through. And maybe this cathartic moment, you're out of the veil, you're out of being illusioned, and you're seeing the opportunity for healing. And you have, not to say that you forgive the person, not to say that you are justifying what they've done, but you are sort of, like I said, you could see through why they acted the way they acted, and you see where the vulnerable behavior, like the vulnerable part of them is coming from, right? And so there's compassion, and you feel sorry for them. And, you know, there is a need to heal, whether it is them needing to heal this part of themselves where you are not involved in it. Like you shouldn't go off and start, like, take their healing onto you. Like, their healing and their journey is not your responsibility whatsoever, unless this is your child. Other than that, it is not your responsibility. So other than that, these people, this person needs to go on this journey by themselves. You can be a moral support, you can have compassion, you can see it, them going through it, right? But you don't do it for them, and you don't hold their hand. So with the ending, obviously, comes a new beginning with the Fool. It's not easy for this new beginning to happen. Here is the Four of Swords again. There's a need to retreat, to rest, to heal yourself as well from this situation that just happened. So the month of July, some Aries are going to experience a loss, a breakup, a change in dynamics with someone that they were once close with someone that they once admired and idolized. You made the choice to turn your back. Yeah, and here comes the Mars Aries energy, taking control of yourself and standing firm in you know, your self-respect and your self-worth. And with that, of course, like I said, you still have compassion for the person, but you're not going to take any shit, basically. Okay, well, you know, I mean, these things happen for a reason, right? They come up in our lives. Like I said, relationships, people come up for a reason. There's an opportunity to see something about ourselves here. And it's just more of like going back into what is really important. There was a lot of energy and focus maybe on this person that was not being truthful and honest and not showing you who they really were, and really had underlining jealousy and negative, you know, feelings toward you, but you were giving them that attention where your attention should have been on what it is that matters, and where you want to succeed and accomplish something big in your life that is very important to you. So the moral here is, you know, what does it say about you? If you're thinking about that, in my opinion, it's saying, what are you really focused on? What is really important to you? And, you know, you should be focused on something that matters to you, that brings a better quality of life for you, and trying to allow others to be on their own journey. Their journey is not your responsibility. And so there's an opportunity for you to detach from people and focus on you. And maybe there's something that you missed about this person from the get-go because you idolized them and admired them so much. Maybe you missed this part, like you didn't see it. Maybe it was there the whole time, but you didn't see it because there was a filter, a veil over some, like how you felt about this person, that did not allow you to see the truth about them until they acted out, and then it sort of surprised you. So there's an opportunity here to see what is it about you that, you know, once you come across somebody that you really admire and idolize, that you're not able to see through the truth of who someone is. Why do you have the need, or why is it so interesting? Why you gravitated toward people that, you know, you see and you put on a pedestal? Why do you put people on a pedestal? Why do you idolize people, right? Like, this is just a hypothetical, like how this showed up and played out. What is the lesson for you? It's probably something like that you have to really reflect on. Going back to how relationships are mirrors, right? What does it say about us when we attract a certain type of person into our relationship? So I'm giving an example of moments in this, what I'm reading in the cards, in this type of relationship dynamic, of what does it say about the Aries or you that did not see the truth of this person from the get-go. Anyway. All right, so I hope you were able to gain some insight and perspective from this reading for the month of July. Aries, I hope it all works out for you. Stay aligned, stay centered, you know, do some of these spiritual breathing work activities. I think that that'll help you get through a lot. Like the video if you are interested, and also subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And leave a comment and let me know what this is about. I'm curious to know how this works out. But we will see each other on the next one. Thank you so, so much.